depending on the assets taken over by the partner and liabilities being paid off by the partner, we will determine the profit which need to be shared between the partners. So I think we did 2-3 questions based on the realization as well. Just a minute. Yeah, I think we discussed this question number 3 in the last session. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Could anyone please tell me, please confirm how many questions you already did based on the realization account? 3 questions. We did till question number 3. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's start with question number 4 today. Question number 4. And just a minute. Okay, I want you to try this question on your own first, then I'll be showing you the correct solution of this question. I'll be solving this question for you, but I want you to try this question first. Did I give this question for the as the homework?
No, sir.
Right now, did I give it as no? Okay, so let me read this for you. It says Yogesh, Naresh were partners sharing profit equally. They dissolved the firm on 1st of April 2019. Naresh was assigned the responsibility to realize the asset and pay off the liabilities at a remuneration of 10,000. Okay, so the entire responsibility of realizing or dissolving the firm is in the hands of the given to the Naresh, and for that he will be awarded with a remuneration of 10,000 as well. So balance sheet is provided to you. On the asset side, we have cash, investment, debtor, provision, bills receivable, profit and loss. And on the liability side, we have creditors, bills payable, Naresh loan, Yogesh's loan. This is Yogesh's loan, investment fluctuation fund or reserve, you can call it, capital account balances of the partner. Then a few adjustments are also given in the question, starting with the Yogesh was to pay his wife's loan. Debtor realized 30,000. Naresh was taken Naresh was to take investment at an agreed value of 26,000. Creditors and bills payable were payable after 2 months but were paid immediately at a discount of 15% per annum. Per annum. Bills receivable were received, allowing 5% rebate. A debtor previously written off as a bad debt paid rupees 15,000 and unrecorded asset realized 10,000. We need to prepare the realization account, partners capital account, partners loan account, cash or bank account. All right. So before starting this question, I want all of you to take the screenshot of the question so that you can refer to the question easily. Kindly take the screenshot of both the slides. This is slide 1 of the question. This question is little lengthy, as it contains so many adjustments. So, and it will obviously going to take some time to solve it. I just want you to prepare the realization account for this question for now, and the remaining requirement of the question we'll do it together. But I just want you to prepare the realization first of all. Kindly take the screenshot of this question, please. Let me know whenever you are done so that I can move to the next slide.
Done, sir.
Okay, and this is the next slide of this question. All right, so referring to the considering the balance sheet and the adjustment given in the question, kindly prepare the realization account for this question, please. Both of you. Let me know if you are having any problem at any point in this question. Done? Both of you? You're still doing it? Prerna, Shifa?
Doing, sir.
So, Mom.
Okay, I'm waiting for you to finish. Just let me know the realization profit that you will get. Zanav, you are also trying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done, all of you? Done with the realization account? Please confirm. Tell me, Prerna,
Doing, sir.
Zainab. Okay. Why it is taking too long to complete it? It was not that difficult.
So I'm done.
Okay. Please tell me the profit you have got.
13,330.
Yeah, that is right. Perfect. Very good. Prerna,
Done, sir.
you're done?
Yeah.
You got the same profit? 13,330.
Yes, sir.
And Zainab? Zainab, what about you? You're getting the same answer? Or you are still doing it? Anyways, let me show you the solution of this question. See, this is how we will prepare the realization account. I'm sure all of you did it in the same way. First of all, we will be transferring all the asset on the uh, debit side, right? These are all the assets that we need to transfer all on the debit side of the realization account. Then we will transfer all the liabilities on the credit side. After that, it says in the question that Yogesh will be taking over the Mrs. Yogesh loan. So we transfer the entire amount into the Yogesh personal account. That means and Yogesh account will be debited by 42,000. Then further in this question says that the debtor and bills receivable will be realized at 30,000 and 31730. And similarly, one of the bad debt will be recovered at 15,000. One unrecorded asset was there, from which we will be realizing 10,000. So that we need to record these things on the credit side of the realization account under the cash, cash or bank account. Okay. After that, it says that we will be paying off the creditor at a discount of 15%. Same with the bills payable as well. We will be getting a discount of 15% per annum. That is what written in the question. So we will be calculating 15% per annum on the value of the creditors and bills payable. We will be getting 1,000 as the discount, and this will be subtracted out of the value of the creditors and bills payable, and remaining amount we need to pay it through the cash or bank account, 39,000. each. Further in this question says that Naresh will be getting a remuneration as part of the commission for the services he's rendering for dissolving the firm. And also Naresh will be taking over the investment of the firm at 26,000. So we will be required to record that as well on the credit side. All right. And after doing this, we will just total the credit side, and we will be getting 2,46,730 as the total of the credit side, and subtracting all the debit side values, remaining amount will be 13,330, which will be considered as the realization gain or realization profit. And this will be distributed among Yogesh and Naresh in the profit sharing ratio. Okay. So they were the equal partners, so we have distributed the profit in the equal ratio. So this is all about the realization account. Got it, everyone? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since the realization account is done, now we will be moving to the partners capital account. See, at the time of preparing the partners capital account, we'll first of all prepare the format, right? In the format, as you already know, how do we prepare partners capital account? We'll write down the particular. Then on the debit side, we'll make a column for both the partners, Yogesh and Naresh, and on the credit side as well, we'll make 3 columns indicating the credit side, particular Yogesh and Naresh. On the credit side, we'll first of all write down the opening balance of their capital account, which you will find this value in the balance sheet. Just a minute. Yeah, you will be getting this value in the balance sheet, 21,000 on the liability side, as you can see that under the capital account, Yogesh and Naresh, 21,000 each. You will transfer these on the capital account credit side, right? And after doing this, we need to transfer the realization gain as well from the realization account. We will transfer this to the capital account. So Yogesh account will be credited by 1665, sorry, 6665, and Naresh account will be credited with the same amount. After that, we'll go to the realization account and we'll try to find out the name of the partners wherever the name of the partner is written. Like on the credit side, you can find out Naresh's capital account is written. Naresh is taking over the investment. So if it is written uh, on the credit side of the realization account, that means we will be transferring this on the debit side of the capital account. So Naresh's capital account will be debited by 26,000. This amount will be transferred to capital account debit side. All right, is that clear?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
clear?
Yeah.
Because Naresh is taking over the investment, na? So his account need to be debited by 26,000. Similarly, in this question says that Naresh will be getting a remuneration of 10,000 as well. So that means his account need to be credited by 10,000. So we'll go to the capital account one more time. On the credit side, we'll write down remuneration of Naresh in the Naresh column, 10,000 by realization account. All right. And then it was also there in the question that Yogesh will be taking over the paying of the Mrs. Yogesh loan. So a Yogesh account need to be debited by 42,000, right? Yogesh's account need to be debited by 42,000. Just a minute. Okay. I think
Credited.
I've made a mistake. We will be crediting it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He will be taking over this now. All right. So yeah. So his account need to be credited by 42,000. Sorry. All right. Understood. Is this clear? Everybody. This is how we
Yes.
will prepare the partner. This is not yet finished. Partners capital account. We need to do few more calculation. Just like we need to total the credit side values and subtract all the debit side value of the narration Yogesh. But let me just all of you just tell me whether this is clear or not. And yeah, one more thing. This profit and loss balance, which is given in the balance sheet. We need to transfer this value from the balance sheet. As you can see on the balance sheet, debit side, we have a profit and loss account 1,10,600, right? This indicate loss, and loss need to be distributed among the partners. So 1,10,600 need to be distributed among both the partners in the equal ratio. That means both their account will be debited by 55, 300 each. All right, is that clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me if it is clear or not. All right, okay. Please note this down quickly and find out the balancing figures for both the partners. Since we have decided to dissolve the firm, so we won't be finding out the closing balance CD. We will be finding out whatever the balancing figure we will get, we will have to pay that amount by cash to both the partners. Generally, while preparing partners capital account, the balancing figure is said to be the balance CD. But since we are closing down the firm, we are dissolving the firm, so we won't be finding out the closing balance. Instead, whatever the balancing figures we will be getting, that means we need to pay that much amount to the partners since the firm is dissolving. So we will be paying it through cash. Sometimes, see, if the credit side is more than the debit side, we need to pay the balancing figure by cash. If instead the debit side is more than the credit side, that means we will have to collect that much amount from the partner. So that means the same amount will be adjusted with that particular partner's capital account. All right, just find out the balancing figures for both the partners. Done?
Yes, sir.
Both of you noted? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right then. So now we will total the credit side of both the partners' capital account. So after totaling the credit side of the Yogesh, sum total of the credit side of Yogesh is 69,665. All right, and after subtracting 55,300 out of it, remaining balance is 14,365. So this shows that the credit side of Yogesh is more than the debit side. If credit side is more than the debit side, that means he is required to pay 55,300 and company is required, sorry, firm is required to pay him 69,065. That means after adjusting the amount that he is required to pay to the company, to the firm, there is still 14,365 that firm will be required to pay him. So the balancing figure 14,365 indicates the amount that we need to pay Yogesh. We will be paying Yogesh 14,365 because the credit side of Yogesh is more than the debit side. So we'll write this as to cash or bank account. This means that we will be paying him 14,365. And now we will close his account, equalizing both the sides. 16,665. All right. And we'll do the same thing for the Yogi Naresh as well. So when you will total the Naresh side, on the credit side, I think the credit side is less than the debit side this time. On the debit side, we have a higher value. On the debit side, we will be having 55 plus 300 plus 26,000. This will be 81,300. 81,300. And when you will subtract 21,000, 66, 650 and 10,000, the balancing figure that you will be getting is 43, 635. And this indicate that the debit side of Naresh is greater than the credit side. If debit side of Naresh is greater than the debit side, if debit side is greater than the credit side, this means that we need to pay Naresh 43,635. In order to close his account, firm will be required to pay 43,000 to Naresh. Got it? Is that clear?
Yes,
No.
sir.
I'm sorry. Just just a moment. If the debit side is greater than credit side, it basically means that Naresh is required to pay back 43,635 to the firm. He will be, since the debit side is greater than the credit side, that means he will be required to pay 43,635 to the company, to the firm, sorry. Got it? Is that clear? Is it clear now, everyone?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
It's clear. But see, one very important point here. See, 43,635, we need to recover from Ramesh. But if you pay close attention on the balance sheet of the firm, you will find out that firm have already borrowed 44,000 from Naresh. Naresh have provided a loan of 44,000 to the firm itself, right? Firm have already, sorry, Naresh have already loaned or lended firm 44,000 rupees earlier. Now, instead of asking him to pay 43,635, can't we just adjust this much amount toward with his loan. Can we just adjust this 43,635 with his loan? Yes or no? Since firm is required to pay him 44,000 and he is required to pay back firm 43,635. So can we just adjust this amount with his loan account? Don't you think so? Can we adjust this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right now, because firm is required to pay Naresh how much? 44,000. And how much Naresh is required to pay firm? 43,635. So instead of asking him to pay 43,635, let's just adjust this amount towards his loan account, right? Let's just reduce the overall loan of Naresh. So we will, instead of writing down by cash, we will be writing by Naresh loan account. Everybody, is that clear? Why we are writing that? We should write down by cash because we need to ask him to pay 43,635. But instead of asking him to pay 43,000, we preferred adjusting this amount toward his loan account. Right? Is that clear? Everybody, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see,
So the loan is
this is the
42,000, right?
no, I guess the 44,000 loan amount was 44,000. We are adjusting this amount towards.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, sorry.
So that means we need to pay Naresh how much more? We will be required to pay him around 635 now. So that means we will be still be required to pay around 1,300 to him. No, 44,000. That means 615 rupees, I guess. 665. 565, 6465. Yeah, 365. We will have to pay him more, 365 rupees. Got it? Let's just prepare the Naresh loan account quickly because it is also required in the question. You will be able to understand this point more clearly when we will actually prepare the Naresh loan account. So let's just do that quickly. So this is how we will prepare Naresh loan account. On the credit side, we'll be writing the opening value of the Naresh loan account. We'll write down by balance BD 44,000. Right? 44,000 by balance BD. And on the debit side, you'll write down to Naresh's capital account. So total amount due towards Naresh is 44,000. But since we adjusted this amount with 43,635, so now we won't be required to pay him 44,000. Instead, the remaining value will be required to be paid only. So how much is still remaining? Remaining amount is 365. 300 365 still required to be paid to him. So we will make this payment out of bank account. So we'll write down to cash or bank account. And now we will close this account. On both the sides, we will have 44,000. Nothing is due since we are closing down the business. So whatever the remaining amount is left, we will have to pay it through the cash account. I hope this point is clear. Everybody, is it clear? Yes or no? Tell me if it is clear, yes or no?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
It's clear. Okay. Okay, so this is it. This was all about partners capital account, Naresh loan account, and one more account is required in this question, which is cash or bank account. So let's just quickly make that as well. Cash and bank account. Okay, so first of all, we'll have to write down the opening balance of cash. You will find that in the balance sheet. Here we go. On the asset side, we have cash and bank balance 6,000. We'll write this down as to balance BD 6,000, right? And let's go to the realization account and try to find out how much amount we have collected on realization after realizing the asset. So we realized 30,000 on sale of on recovery of the debtor, then bill receivable, bad debt recovered, unrecorded asset. Total collection made by way of cash is 86,730. 86,730. 86,730. We will record this on the credit side. 86,730. We collected this on account of sale of asset or realization of the asset. So we'll write this as realization account. Right? And again, we will go back to the realization account. On the debit side, you can see we have made some payment 39,000. That means it will be 78,000, right now 78,000. We will write this here under the cash account. We paid creditors. We'll write it as by realization account. How much we paid to the creditor? We paid 78,000 to our creditors. All right, is that clear? And also we paid Naresh for his towards his loan. Now we paid how much? 365 to Naresh. So we'll write that as well by Naresh account 365. Got it? Is this clear? Everybody, please confirm if it is clear, yes or no.
Yes, sir. It's
Is it clear, yes or no? It's clear. Okay. So is there any other thing which is left in this question? Okay, let's get back to the partners capital account. Yeah, here we go. Here we have one more
So by
entry
Yogesh
by the name of
Capital.
two cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, two cash and bank under the Yogesh. So we will have to make the payment for this as well. So we'll write this as by Yogesh capital account. By Yogesh's capital account, we will have to pay 14,365. Okay. Now, when you will tally both the sides, should be same, I guess. Let me just total it. 86 plus 730 plus 6,000. It will be 92,730. Yeah, 92,730 on the debit side and 1478. 92, yeah, 92,730 as well. So both the sides are same. So this is how we will prepare the cash. This is done. Now this question is completed. Now tell me if everything is clear in this question, yes or no. Shifa and Prerna. You want me to scroll to any specific
Yes,
section of
sir.
the solution? Let me know. Prerna and Shifa. Any specific part you want to look at? Cash account or the loan account or the partner's capital account?
no, sir.
No, everything is done. All right
Yeah.
then. So this was all about this question. Since the question was too lengthy, so it took us almost the complete session to complete this question. I want you to try this question one more time on your own after the session, or I just want you to try this question one more time so that you get comfortable with the question, because the question in this chapter is going to be lengthy. whenever question requires you to prepare the partner's capital account, realization account, cash account, question is definitely going to be lengthy and it will take a lot of time. Especially you require these question requires practice. You need to revise these question again and again. Only then you will be able to solve this question in your examination on time. Maximum these kind of questions should take around 15-20 minute max. It should not take more than that. That can only be possible if you keep on practicing these kind of question again and again. This way only you will be able to minimize the solving time for these questions. Otherwise it will be it is going to consume all of your time in the examination. So make sure you prepare, you revise these questions more than once, 2, 3 or 4 times. Only then you will be comfortable and you will be able to solve these questions on time in your examination. All right, so this is it for today's session. Since we do not have sufficient time that we can do one more question, instead I can do one thing. I'm giving you a few questions for the homework. Just try attempting these questions, right? Just wait for a moment. Let me just change this to question number 5, right? Yeah. All right, take the screenshot. But this is again, this is a different question, and in this question you will be required to pass the journal entries. So do you think you will be able to pass the journal entries for the question, for this question? See what is actually required in the question. Now you will have to pass the journal entry, but I would recommend that you just prepare the realization account first of all. And once the realization account is done, then it will be easier for you to pass the journal entry later. So I would recommend that you prepare the journal realization account for this question and then pass the journal entry. You will find it much easier. Okay. Just take the screenshot. Let me know if you are finding it difficult.
You're done.
Do you think you will be able to solve it, Prerna, Shifa?
So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, what you need to do now, that you first just prepare the realization account. And once the realization account is done, then what you will be required to do, see, let me show you. See, this is our realization account, right? So what we will do, we will simply pass the journal entries. Like we have on the debit side, what I have done on the debit side, I have debited the asset on the debit side. So we need to pass the journal entry of all the asset that I have debited on the realization account debit side. But one thing is very important here is that we need to basically debit, we need to journalize uh, each and every item individually. Like if you have transferred the investment in the realization account, then you will have to pass a separate journal entry for the investment, and that will be realization account debit to investment account.